Well, hello to anyone watching this live. If you are, if oh, hello, just doing an introduction. Oops.
You're good.
I wonder if anyone's up this late. Hopefully, Jake can join soon.
You said you were going to bed.
Well, these hoes wanted to do it now, so I got up.
And you didn't tell me?
I was legit about to text you, but don't come for
Well,
me.
I saw the tweet and I was like, oop, I'm ready.
Okay. So, I don't think Zoe's gonna be available, and
Obviously, she never is.
it's optional anyway, so when Sean gets here, I will start the whole Final 3 dinner introduction.
I just want to say, Sarah snatched me today. I'm speechless.
Oh, and yet again, we had to take money out of the prize fund to buy you all dinner, so the prize.
Oh, hell no, bitch. It's still a $50 iTunes gift card.
I was just joking, because I was like, oh yeah, we spend the prize money on the jury house. Don't worry, we're still giving away $50. And runner-up
So,
will probably get $25.
so how are you, Colin?
I'm tired and I want to finish my book.
That's the same.
Hi,
Why,
Sean.
hello, everyone.
Oh, it's
Hello.
Sean. How nice to see you.
How are you guys?
Good.
I'm hungry.
Okay, Jake, I'm gonna ask you to just go on mute for a little bit, and I'll tell you when you can come off.
This is rude, but okay, fine.
Okay, well, congratulations on making it to the final 3 of Big Brother Long Games 2.
Yay.
How are
I'm
you
excited.
feeling? You guys are
I'm
excited.
excited.
I'm happy. I'm upset because of what I did to get here, but I know that if I didn't do it, me and Sean wouldn't be here, and that's, I feel like, my biggest problem. I knew that the only way to ensure me and him to be in the final 3 together was to take the path that we took, and we
Yeah.
did, and I think it went successfully, and I hope the jury sees it as jury move, like an actual good game move, and doesn't see it as me just wanting to be messy. But
Well,
I don't think you were messy.
it's not a BBLG game if it's not messy.
well, I mean, I feel like there's
Girl,
difference
that's my
between
line, but
messy and
oops,
like
back on mute.
I don't know. I feel like there's a difference between messy and game moves. Messy is
Mhm.
being like me and Christian. That was messy. And me and Grayson and me blowing up about that whole power. That's a messy thing. But I feel like a good game move would be me getting out to Monica, me getting out Elena, me forcing Tahir to go. Like, I feel like that's all, like, I don't know. I just feel like that's a game move other than being messy. And I feel like some of them will think that it is being messy. But I hope that they look past that and go, but if he didn't do that, would he be there? And that answer is no. And would Sean be there? Probably not, because
No.
he wouldn't have the votes. And I don't know.
Okay. thing on the list to talk about is week 1 when Mikey was instantly evicted in the opening twist.
I'm ready.
Which, first, let me add that the game was supposed to start on April 1st, and that was supposed to be the BB April Fool's joke twist. However, Grayson made us start early,
Was
so
messy.
Why did he make
Messy,
you guys
messy,
start
messy.
early?
because he went onto who we were following, and he tweeted out to everyone, "Hey, I'm part of BBLG2. Can you message me real quick so we can talk about the game? You have a callback." And he was like messaging people who didn't even audition and people who were in the cast, and it made me so paranoid. And I'm like, you know what, you little fucker, we'll start now instead.
Oh.
And you know how fast I worked to finish all of those keys in the memory wall?
Like, that's why, like, night 1 was such a mess.
Yeah, it was. I was drunk, so.
I mean, I just remember knowing that it was me or Mikey, so I was like, nope, not happening.
It was Mikey the whole time.
Well, no, I had 3 votes.
Oh, it was going to be Mikey. I was going to do whatever I could to get that little guy out.
So for week 2, how do you feel about Kristen and Demonica switching? I mean, not Demonica, Christian and oh my God! Wow, I keep messing up the names. Kristen and Dominic switching teams.
I was mad.
I was not happy about it.
I told Dominic because me and him, like, I didn't like him at first because of the way he was playing. I knew he was talking to every single one of the other teammates, and that kind of made me mad because I thought Sean and I could be like a close 3 until I found out that other people had also been talking to him.
Yeah.
So I feel like when I tried to explain to him, if you left and you moved, you would go home because you're gonna be safe and then you're gonna have a better shot at winning HOH. Because I knew the other team wasn't that stacked, and I know that's rude to say, but anyways. But like, I knew that if he won, he was gonna go the following week, and that is what happened. He won HOH and then he went home. So I was upset. I was like, I felt like that was a dumb game move on his part, but I mean, it was what he wanted to do, and I guess we did get out Kristen in that time period, so.
Oh, Kristen.
Robbed week 1.
Now, how do you feel about, well, I mean, I know how Colin feels, but how do you feel about Christian quitting?
I was pissed.
Well, Colin and I already talked about that in private DM.
I am not a fan of anyone who quits a game. Like, even if you know you're gonna lose, like, play it out. That's a part of joining the game.
He wasn't even on the block, was he?
I don't think
that's what I did in BBLG1 when I knew I was leaving. I was like, you know what? Why not just be evicted? I don't want to quit and be like, this is stupid. Like, no, I'm gonna take my defeat. Like I should.
I feel like the whole quitting thing. If you quit, like, when you lose your spot in jury 100%, and I feel like also the problem is, like, if you quit, like, it shows, like, for future reference, if anyone wants to put you in their game, they go back and they look at that and they go, well, if he quit this game, what's going to be the difference in this game, you know? Like, is that person, like, I can't put them 2 in the same game, and, I mean, it's happened, but, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like no one should ever quit, and I honestly, like, I was upset that he did quit because, I mean, in all, like, I don't know if he's a good person. He's really annoying, but I mean, like, I feel like if he just didn't come for me sideways, I don't think I would have ever gone for him. Like, I just don't think I don't know. I just think he just chose his path wrongly at that point.
See, we talked him into staying the first time he tried to quit. We said, you know, there's still the veto and everything, but then after he quit, it was like, well, the week has to be reset now. And then when the person who won HOH, you know, he wanted to come back, and I was like, no, you can't. You quit. You can't just come back after someone won HOH.
Especially because more of the game has happened. It's like that's not fair.
Yeah.
And now onto the topic of people quitting, we had Grayson quit too.
I was glad. I was so done with him. I feel like, I don't know about Sean. I think me and Elena had talked about it. Actually, I think it was all 3 of us did.
It was all 3 of us.
Yeah, we all knew Grayson was lying to us the entire time.
Yeah.
it was so funny because the very first time he came up to me, I told Elena, and then we made that Double D's alliance. I mean, does it really matter at this point? I mean, so it's not okay.
It's
Anyways,
so
yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, boo. That Double D's alliance, it was just like at that point, like, I mean, it wasn't. It was so obvious when he would try to come for Sean. Wow, I called you Sean. Oh, I did. Your name is Sean. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, so thought your name was.
I get that a lot, actually.
So he came for Sean and to Monica and then Tahir, but then he also had come to me and Elena already. Like he wasn't adding up, and it really made me so mad that he thought I was so dumb and Elena was so dumb and that even Sean was so dumb to even fall for it. So I mean, I was tired of it. I was like, I'm not gonna waste a week on this. So
Well, more on Grayson. He sent in a private DR saying, for many reasons, for one of them being he didn't like how there were powers in the game. He said he was like, "Oh, Big Brother's a social game." He also told us that he was going through personal stuff and he just didn't want to deal with the game right now. So I do understand what he had said, but I don't feel like you should quit a game due to like there being powers.
But
Yes,
I don't know.
Sean.
I
the
don't think
thing
I'm gonna
that
be
Dan
doing powers
Giesling
online
said
next season. It's too much of a
was,
mess.
Let me make it clear. After he posted that thing about how Dan and Dr. Will would never quit a game, or would quit a game if there are coup d'etats and all those other powers, I messaged Dan Giesling and asked him, would you quit a game if there were ridiculous powers? And he said, I would never quit a game.
I saw
Grayson
that.
was slayed by Dan Giesling because of me. Let me make that clear.
I saw that.
okay, Maddie, I want to talk about week 4.
Okay.
Okay, so as you all know, week 4 was the double eviction when 3 people left. Grayson.
Yeah.
You know, Tahir was the HOH that week and backdoored Elena. What did you guys think about that?
When he
Backdoor.
tried to get rid of Elena,
Wait, backdoor Elena.
Wait, I'm confused. I'm sorry.
I backdoored her.
You
I was
mean?
going to say Colin backdoored Elena.
Do you
We're
mean
talking
when?
about week 4 when Tahir backdoored her.
Yep.
She was never backdoored. She was put up.
Oh, this is when I was at work and I didn't understand what was going on. She used the coup d'etat that week.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what you're talking about. You should have just said nominated after veto
Yeah.
or something.
Because she didn't
backdoor
actually
I'm
means
just
leave.
saying, like, he tried to backdoor
Yeah,
her.
there you
What
go.
did you guys think of that?
I was pissed. I
Why?
was really mad because I remember talking to Tahir and he said he wanted Nick on, and then all that stuff happened and it was clear there was an alliance there, and I don't like being lied to, and I told Elena straight up, like, when I nommed her, like, I told her I'm nomming you, and then I told her, like, beforehand, before she was evicted, I was like, I'm so sorry I have to do this. Like, she knew 100% she was going when I was, like, I feel like for me, if I have to lie to someone, it's going to be just for a little bit and I'll come back and I'll explain everything. And it's like, if I told you this, it wouldn't have worked out properly or whatever. But Tahir could have told me he was going to do that to Elena. Like, there was going to be no change whatsoever. So, I don't know. It really pissed me off. And I mean, I know that Sean was so confused when he got back with all his powers being used. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, and weren't you guys, like, arguing, like, oh, is that even eligible? Or, like, because Grayson done use the secret veto, and they're like, who the hell can we nom?
Yes.
Yeah,
At
Maddie
that
and
point, it
I,
almost was
I
too
was
messy.
busy that night, so I was like, Maddie, you do what you think is right. I want to stay out of this. I'm just
And
watching.
we actually talked about it. Now that looking back, having 2 powers used at once should have not been allowed. But at the time, I didn't know what to do. I was stressed
Well,
out. I'm like,
I feel
Jake,
like
what
two
should I
powers could be
do?
used on top of each other, but I feel like something like a veto being used after a coup d'etat is something totally different. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
in my game, Courtney, she used that Housemaid's Revenge and the backfire thing. Like she could have used. I mean, I told her not to. No, I told her she could, but she couldn't use like if there was another power that was gonna be played Tiara's, which she showed. She couldn't use something on top of that one. She could use backfire whenever she wanted to, but I feel like some powers like they have more like a higher ranking than the other, and they should be like, I feel like a coup d'etat overthrows whoever you want at that point. So like it should overthrow a veto. I don't know. That's just me though.
Yeah, looking back on it, I see that point. I also, while we're on the double eviction, what did you guys think? What double eviction and the power? What did you guys think of Alana using her secret power that she had?
I mean,
Yeah, you go.
I
Sean.
was. I'll start. I was fine with it because honestly, the girl was about to be backdoored. But I can't. I'm trying to go through the numbers right now. Like, there was a chance she was probably going to be saved against Michael, anyways. But I was actually kind of happy she used it because that was one less power in the game.
As for me, I was really happy that she used it because one, we still had her. Second, because I wanted Michael to stay so I could use him as a.
Oh, well, it's just me, guys. Hi.
What happened to Colin?
Wait,
I
what?
think he might have died.
Oh no. Well, let's just wait until he gets back. Hold on.
Okay, but we were on
Do
the
do
topic
do
of.
do 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 do
I have a knife right here. I'd rather stab myself in the head than listen to the Jeopardy song.
Wait. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid.
Sorry.
How dare you? How dare you, Jake? Sean, that was amazing. How dare you mute that wonderful singing?
You want to hear some good ass singing? Let me tell you some good ass singing.
Oh no, he's about to sing my neck, my back.
Alright, ladies, pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Colin.
Okay.
Did you guys hear anything I said?
No,
A little bit. No,
a
no.
little bit. Then you.
left.
What?
It said you left.
Yeah, because of my connection. I'm on data now. But basically what I was saying was, I was happy because it was one less power in the game. We still had her. We could still have Michael as a pawn for future weeks because I know that he wasn't going to go because no one would send him home. And then also because I just wanted I felt like it gave a bigger target on her back because I had a pretty big target already. I felt like if I went, then Sean would have gone next, and then Elena would have gone next. Like we would have all have gone out, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be in final three with them.
Yeah.
So if she had the bigger target, me and Sean could have votes to keep her because I was social, he was social, but she was just with our group specifically. So I know she had the target. It was better for me and Sean.
Yeah.
On the topic of Michael now, I'm sorry, Maddie, but on the topic of Michael, he was nominated 7 weeks in a row. 7 nominations in a row on the block that many times. What do you guys have to think of that?
I really think that he was just an amazing game player. Just kidding. Okay, let me breathe. Michael was just a placeholder. He was no better than Carson, and yeah, so there's that.
Yeah, I don't care. He was the pawn. He never played, so I don't care.
He was nominated all the way up till week 6 until his eviction.
He did talk to me a couple times. He was a nice guy, but I don't know why he was never available. Or why
He only voted twice, and that was the first night in the double eviction.
He said,
Who did he vote out? Did he vote out me?
No, he voted out Hayden.
Who?
Hayden.
That's the Brit.
Oh.
And on the topic of Michael never being available, he said, and I quote, "I have a life."
Yeah.
I do too. Let me make clear.
Same for me. I have a life, but I put my life on hold so I can host this thing. Thank you very much, Michael.
Yeah, I have a life too, and I'm pretty sure I'm failing geometry, but I don't care.
Okay, well, next question on to week 5. In I believe it was the house chat, Elena called out to here for when Tahir, this was post double eviction.
Okay.
Elena called out Tahir because Tahir wanted to backdoor Elena. How do you all feel about Elena calling out Tahir?
Needed to be done, and good riddance.
Yeah, I'm fine with people calling people out. If it needs to happen, it needs to happen.
I feel
Okay.
like the only reason it should never happen is if someone has the wrong facts. But she had the correct ones, and she read that boy through filth, and yep,
Wait, who are we talking about again?
Tahir being read through filth.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot.
Hearing the wrong information from other people.
No, I just got thrown off. I forgot that Tahiro's a boy.
Oh.
Yeah, Sean called Tahir Chihana at one point.
I just can never. I don't know why. I just don't know.
Boy.
Tahana, Tahita. I think he even said fajita at one point. I'll have to go back and look.
Okay, so this next next week has BBLG2. Lots of controversy. People claimed that, having this twist, we rigged it for Elena, and this is the fake instant eviction, which me and Jake have proof that this was a twist made before the season started.
Oh, that's right.
Now, how do you all feel about the fake instant eviction? Because how we planned it is whoever wins HOH, they have to nominate someone, and then whoever gets evicted, you actually vote in as the new HOH. How did you all...
Because Colin won the HOH, right?
Yeah,
or no,
I
what
put up
Colin
Elena
did
and
win that
Sean.
HOH. I have the graph open.
Why did you, yeah. Colin nominated me and Elena, actually, and I was pissed.
There was reasons. I feel like my main reason for doing it was just the fact I did want Elena out. I will admit that. I just also felt that the whole setup of everything, I don't know, I feel like it just felt, I really don't know. I knew I just really wanted Elena out, and I didn't want people to know I was still working with Sean because Tahir really did think that I wasn't working with Sean because he had to keep on asking. So I feel like if I put up Sean and I knew he would never go home, and if Elena did go home, then I feel like it'd just be an easy week, and then Sean could have more connections and I could have more connections, and then we could just make it through it. But I mean, I guess I did just have to, I don't know. I think I just winged it at that point.
That's fine, because then Elena, well, then you did a lot of talking with Elena, didn't you?
Yeah, I apologized and I like played it off. Yeah, like, oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Like I kind of figured, and I was just, I don't know. I was trying to save my ass at that point, and obviously the next HOH I backdoored her, but.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I mean, obviously I did want her out. So I don't know.
Yeah, because then we got rid of the Brit.
So
Yep.
now that
Who got rid of
you've gotten
it? To Monica? What?
So now that you guys are talking, we're all the way back now to week 8, Lena being evicted. We're now on to week 9 when Sean won his first competition of the season, the week 9 HOH, and
I've never been so nervous in my life.
And backdoored to Monica. Sean didn't backdoor to Monica. Apparently, it was Colin, according to Colin's speech.
Wait, what speech? Oh, okay. Well, see, in the
what is the backstory behind that speech, Colin?
Okay, so here's the thing. I am going to call that my backdoor with Sean's helping, mainly because I did have the power not to let it, like, she was the only possible nom. If there were 2 noms, then it would be Sean's backdoor.
Yeah.
But because it was my decision to make it happen or not, I feel like that would be clarified as mine. But I could see both ways of it being his as well. And either way, I don't care because it was either me or her being backdoored at that point. So I think Sean knew he was in some deep shit,
I
whatever
was.
happened.
No, I'll be straight up with that. I was nervous. I was like scramming myself because I was like, fuck, what if I have to put up Colin? Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, because Colin was fucked if he got nominated.
Yeah, I would have gone home and I would have lost and I would have been so mad.
So on the terms of that too, what do you
Boy, I
think
can
about
hear you at
Demonica
all.
sending a screenshot and earning herself another
Oh, hold
visual?
on.
Um,
Me, personally, as a host, she should know that you're not allowed to send screenshots.
wait, does she host games?
Yeah.
She has her own competition. She should know not to send screenshots. She knows it can fuck other people's games up, and she should have known that.
Well, and then she was pitting Colin and I against each other.
Yeah, it didn't work. We already knew we would do whatever we had to and I mean, I didn't really say anything to her in the sense of me. I mean, Sean knew I made a fake Final 2 deal with her so we could keep her on, so that was not a secret to him. The only thing I was shocked about was him actually saying the fact that I did want to backdoor Demonica. But nonetheless, I knew why he did it, and I won't even care about it because he was the HOH. If she did win veto,
I had no other option. I realized
he
that right
had
away.
to have her trust, or he would have been screwed. So I mean, I'm not upset at what he did, and I take it with a grain of salt. And like I would do if I was in jury to Demonica and Sean, I would take it as a game move. I wouldn't take it as being messy or lying and backstabbing because that's the way of the game, and that's how you have to play it. So
Well, and I straight up said that was the one HOH I didn't want to win, and it was the one that was like pretty much handed to me on a silver platter.
So
Yep.
what do you guys think about Zoe?
Who is she?
You can't ask that. Zoe's still a house guest. Don't be a flop-ass host, Jake.
I'm just saying, like, what do you think about like her returning to the game?
Oh yeah, we never talked about
Like,
her
do you
returning.
think like she deserved to turn? Like, do you
I
think
was
she
kind of hoping
deserved to
Tahir
return?
did.
Huh?
I was kind of hoping Tahir would.
Tahir didn't even compete.
I know. I
Yeah.
was hoping he would though.
She would have been fun to have back
so
in the
I could get him
game.
out again.
You just said she for Tahir again.
God, I'm so sorry. Honestly, I don't know why. Something about the name or something, because I've never heard the name before. Like, it sounds feminine to me.
Also, what do you think about this season's fake house guest twist, Carson?
Oh,
Well, here, what do you guys feel
Flopped,
about
but it was a
her?
good idea at first.
What did you guys feel about her, like, before she was discovered to be fake?
I already knew she was fake. It was either her or what was my other guess? Michael or whatever. Yeah. No. Okay. So I knew that something was fishy about her because she only showed up after the fact of something happening. Or after we had all talked, she would randomly come in. And I just felt like that was and to me, like, the picture, I don't know, to me, it just screamed
Well,
fake, but I didn't know if we were allowed to say that or not.
well, Carson is a real person.
Yeah, I know that.
And
but
her
the
and Elena are actual cousins.
It's
Yeah, no, I
just
know
that
that.
account was
It's
fake.
just- Yeah.
Which it would have been fun to actually have the real Carson play as the cousins twist, but and the reason why Carson always responded late is because I had Carson's account, and I would be logged on to the BBLG account, and I would see everything, and then I'd be like, okay, shit, they're talking to Carson or with Carson, like, okay, switch accounts, and I'd be late, and I'd be like, oh, hey guys, it's Carson, lol.
Yeah, I could never do that. I'd be horrible at that, honestly.
Oh no,
I was stupid.
And you messed
I had
up
no
once
idea.
too by saying something like,
I messed up. I said on the BBLG account saying, oh, I'll just win veto, and I'm like, oop, Jake, gotta go.
I know when she said that, I was like, she's exposed.
I exposed my own twist. That's how much of a flop-ass host I am.
You're worse than a flop than I am.
Like, damn, Operation Carson failed.
Operation Natty, hello.
But yeah, so
How fun was it to play your own game, though?
it was hard because people wanted to because Carson was getting added into alliances, and people were talking to her, and it's just like, okay, I have to, like, I knew all the information. I knew every single alliance. So it's like, all right, Act like you don't know anything. Act like you're clueless. Like, I knew
Which is
all
probably
the
what she would actually be in the game if
Ooh.
Carson actually played.
It was very hard playing as Carson, but I just want to remind everyone again, even if Carson did not get evicted, she was not winning anything at all. And let me bring up something. Carson won the first HOH. As soon as she did, I went to Jake and said, Jake, I don't feel right. This feels rigged. We shouldn't do this. So we dethroned Carson and gave it to the person who was second to winning, which was Elena.
Wait, how did... Oh, I forgot. Carson won the first HOH?
Carson won because I actually submitted answers, and I'm like, wait, Jake, this feels rigged. We shouldn't do this. Carson should never really be HOH or win anything. So we dethroned her, and I was like, all right, let's not do that. That feels rigged. So.
But then
I was like, we could just like random generate the nominees. That way it's fair.
And that actually goes into the votes. Every time Carson voted, I went to random.org, put in the 2 nominees, and whichever was the first one on the list, Carson voted for that person.
Yeah, and half the time it was like in the minority, and I was like.
And then people were like, "Oh, who was the minority vote?" And I was like, "Oop, that was Carson. Gotta go."
Yeah, who voted Michael week 1? Oh, bye.
Oops,
Who voted Hayden? Ooh, bye.
Like, Carson was always the minority vote, and then halfway through, Jake was like, all right, let's have her vote in the minority, only if it's a huge difference. Like, if 5 people were voting and the vote was 4 votes to evict one person, Carson would be the 5th vote. It would never be if it was like 2 to 2. It'd be like, all right, she doesn't vote, HOH will break the tie.
Okay.
Like, I wanted to make sure everything was fair. And even when DeMonica got evicted, she was saying, I can't believe you're still playing as Carson. I can't believe you voted me out. I said, listen, I didn't vote. Carson did not vote because Colin voted, and then she already had a penalty vote, and that's 2 out of 2 people voting. So either way, it would have been 2-0 or 3-0. So it makes no difference.
And if we would have had to break it, you know who was walking out that door, honestly. Because I was the HOH and I would have broken that tie. She would have been walking out.
But yeah, like Carson, the original twist would have been a lot better if we'd done it better. I do feel like originally she was supposed to be evicted week 3 when she was discovered. But I think me and Jake were just like, oh, screw it. She'll just be a space filler. Or like some of the house guests this season, sip my tea.
At Mike, at Hayden, at Zoe, at Nicholas.
No, but Hayden actually tried. So Hayden,
yeah, Hayden tried.
Hayden tried a lot. He tried in the pressure cooker, I think it was.
He did.
No, it was how badly do you want it? Because I remember
he tried the pressure cooker too.
He did that. No, Hayden definitely did a lot. But yeah, Carson, she was fake. She should have been evicted week 3. That was my fault. Oops. But
it was actually Elena's fault. She won the veto.
But it doesn't change anything. But here's the thing too. Carson was nominated a few times. If y'all wanted
she was nominated 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 5 actually.
If y'all wanted her out, you should have just voted her out. Don't come yelling at us if she's still in the game. Oops. Not my fault she wasn't voted out.
Well, and you know, Zoe talked some game to me.
Real quick. Sorry for interrupting. I want to point out something quick. Only 3 people won the veto this entire season.
Oh my god.
Out of all 15 houses, only 3 people won the veto.
Oh my god.
Literally.
That is iconic for this season. Okay, now Sean was saying something. Only 3 people won the veto this season out of 15 house guests. Colin, Elena, and who else?
Tahir. Sean, you got me all messed up.
Damn.
So this is one thing that I found interesting. I think Zoe, because Zoe actually talked to me after she re-entered the game. Never before, let me make that clear. Once she re-entered the game, she talked to me like 2 times, and the one time was when I was HOH. And she told me that she was targeting Carson. She wanted Carson out. I think Zoe felt that Carson was a legit threat against her because Carson was a pawn or something.
Wow, that's funny.
Because, I mean, like, legit, Zoe was like, I want Carson out of this game so much. Like, she wanted me to use my HOH to get Carson out.
That's funny.
I was like, oh, yeah, whatever.
I think the biggest thing for me was the fact, and this is why I don't, if I, do win the final part and get to choose who comes with me to final two, I feel like if I ever, got to choose that, I would still take Sean because she wanted me to use a veto on her and then never talked to me again until she came back into the game.
Yeah.
Like, it was just clear snaky to me, and I would say that to her now, and I already have, so.
Clearly, we're saying on a public feed. Like,
Yeah, this is
Not a
public. She
secret.
can watch this tomorrow.
It's fine.
Now on to the twist that I loved this season, the team twist.
Oh God.
How did you all feel about
Messy.
the team twist? And may I remind you, although it's obvious, it's fairly obvious, in the interview stuff, we're like, oh, what's your favorite flower, sunflower or daisies?
you didn't ask me. Let me make that clear. You never asked me that question. I went back through. I never got asked that.
Okay, and
Yeah,
here's
because we cast
oh.
after we had more than like 7 or 8 people that got asked that question. Everybody said sunflower, so we
automatically had to make everyone else be a daisy.
Yeah, but see, we didn't ask you, Sean, because we were like, hey, I want Sean on the sunflowers, and Maddie was like, oh, okay.
I love sunflowers. I was so happy.
Like, it was half whichever one you said, and the other time I was like, all right, who should be on this team? Who should be on this team? And basically everyone who said sunflowers, like, no one said daisies. So, like, all right, well, then y'all are the daisies.
Well, only one person said daisies, and that was DeMonica.
Yellow's my favorite color, so I love sunflowers.
But yeah, how did you guys feel about the team twist? Did you like your teammates? Did you like the twist? Because I have an opinion on it that no one did this, and I was really mad. I feel like a great strategy for this twist would be, as HOH, nominate 2 people on your team who are the strongest, have them win veto for you, and make your team safe. No one did that strategy at all. People went for their nominations, and I'm like, y'all people are stupid about this. Damn.
I feel like the reason, though, is if we put up the strong players and then they put up the strong players and just by some chance you lost, you can't change the noms at that point. You're fucked.
That's
So it was a
true.
risk factor.
Yeah, I think that's why people didn't do that.
I wouldn't have done it. I thought about it, but I would have never done it. I think I even mentioned it to Elena and Sean. If we win, we should just put up you and I, like, so we can win.
Yeah, I think you did, actually.
But I don't think I would ever want to do that and risk one of us going home.
Well, so those are basically all the questions, but overall, how do you feel about this game? Was it messy? Was it fun? Was it good?
It was messy and fun. It was good at times. Obviously, it's the second season, so things will be learned, and
Yes.
you just go on top of it. So
Things will definitely be better next season, but Jake is hosting by himself, although there's a chance I will be coming back to co-host season 3. I'm not sure yet. But Jake has told me some of his twist ideas, and I'm very excited.
Also, we are forgetting something.
What are we forgetting?
There was a power this season that was not used. That power will be
Jake,
revealed
no.
on finale night.
Jake, let me... Okay, before he reveals anything... Okay, wait, he said it would be on finale night. Yes, we will be revealing the final power on finale night, and who had it.
Because I want to know who had it and what it was.
Yeah.
Although I will say, someone in jury... I had to. Someone in jury already knows about the power, and I'm like, oh no, got to fucking go.
Who is it?
DeMonica knows about it, and she was talking about it in the jury chat, and I'm like, oops, got to go.
When? I hadn't even looked at the jury chat in ages.
Because you have all the chats mute, you asshole.
What?
You have all the chats mute.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do.
You have.
Wait, so did
Wait.
DeMonica have it?
No, but Demonica knows what it is and who has it. We're not gonna disclose that information. That's gonna stay in the
finale.
jury chat. Finale night, we will say
Yeah,
it.
because I want to know who had it. And if it's you, Sean, I'm gonna hurt you.
I swear to God it wasn't me. Or maybe it was.
It could be someone still here. It could be someone who's evicted. It could be someone who's in jury. We don't know.
It could be someone who's even in pre-jury.
It could be anyone, but that will be talked about on Saturday night for the BBLG2 live finale. But I can already
Hosted
tell.
by yours truly and the other one.
Who the fuck do you think you are talking to me like that?
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
I asked you first.
I asked you second.
Okay, look, Deandra.
It's Deandra. Okay, anyway, yes, me and Jake will be co-hosting the season finale, and the jury and us can both be in here because the Google Hangout limit is now like 20 people or something. I don't know.
So maybe
so
we'll have
when-
an
that's
entire
only for
cast
business people.
reunion.
Oh, rude.
And I will also have some big news to reveal on BBLG3 that not even Maddie can know about yet.
Oh, Lord.
That was revealed on finale night. So stay
Wait, what
tuned,
is this?
everyone.
Jake has some news that even he hasn't told me yet, and now I'm
Jake?
scared.
You better not be an All-Stars. You're hurting your franchise if you do an All-Stars this early. Let me tell you.
Oh,
We are not doing an All-Stars
All-Stars
this
is season-
early, but I do have some big news to share about BBLG3 on finale night. You guys
Sean.
don't want to miss it. It's going to be great.
Sean, I've already said publicly, season 5 is All Stars, and
Okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
I already have
Well,
my.
it is time for me to go. I have to go plan for BBLG3. So,
Oh.
goodbye, everyone. I'll see you all later, house guests.
Goodbye, Jake.
Bye, Jake.
Bye.
And now the true host can stay in here.
I was gonna say.
But yeah, regarding All Stars, I already have my pick from this season, and after season 4, I'm gonna be asking everyone, like, oh, would you have been invited back for All Stars? Do you accept?
Oh.